Hello and welcome to Coaster Gents. Today we're going to be comparing Alton Towers versus Thorpe Park, but it's not just going to be my opinions, it's going to be other enthusiasts' opinions as well. So let's get into it. First, we're going to compare Nemesis at Alton Towers versus Nemesis Inferno at Thorpe Park. So, Nemesis at Alton Towers is a B&M inverted coaster and like themed to an alien. The soundtrack is really good. It's got many inversions and just an all-round very good experience. Nemesis is also a classic coaster and opened at Alton Towers in 1994, before Nemesis Inferno. The great thing about Nemesis Alton Towers was that because they can't go above the trees, they had to dig into a big pit in the ground, which adds such an atmosphere to the ride. The fact that you feel like you're going to hit your feet on the rocks. Famous quote there from John Wardley. And I just love Nemesis. So Nemesis Inferno at Thorpe Park. It's located in the jungle area at the very back of the island and is themed to a volcano. The soundtrack is really good, like you can hear now really, but I actually really like Nemesis Inferno. It's a B&M inverted coaster just like Nemesis and well, has the name but just has Inferno on the end. So over on our Instagram, we let you vote if you prefer Nemesis or Nemesis Inferno, and the results were... So Nemesis Alton Towers got 43 votes, whereas Nemesis Inferno only got 6. So personally, I prefer Nemesis Alton Towers just because of the theming, the soundtrack, and where it's located in Forbidden Valley in the pit in the ground. So next up is Stealth at Thorpe Park versus Rita at Alton Towers. So Stealth is an intimate accelerator coaster with a hydraulic launch. It's themed to cars and racing and it goes to 80 miles an hour. That is very fast, and then straight up to a height of 62.5 metres. I absolutely love Stealth because it's the only one like it in the UK. Yes, there's lots in Europe and in the States, but I really like Stealth. It just adds, and it's nice on the skyline of Thorpe Park as well. So that's why I like Stealth. So Rita, located in the dark forest at Alton Towers, is also an intimate accelerator coaster, but only goes to 60 miles an hour. So that's 20 less than Stealth at Thorpe Park, and it only reaches a height of 18 metres. So on Stealth, not only do you get the launch, but you get the huge hill that you go over. But Rita, you just do a figure of 8. But I know Alton Towers can't go above the trees, but still, Stealth is just better. So what did you vote for on Instagram? You voted for Rita to only have 15 votes, whereas Stealth had 33. So 69% to 31, we can clearly see who the winner is. Personally, like I've just said, I prefer stealth for many reasons, but I do enjoy Rita, but if you're going to do a hydraulic launch, go for stealth. So next up we have the two Gerslauers, Smiler at Alton Towers and Saw the Ride at Thorpe Park. So Smiler is a Gerslauer infinity coaster with the world record breaking 14 loops. No other coaster in the world has broke that record yet, and it also goes at a top speed of 52 miles an hour and has a vertical lift hill. So, and Saw's main bit is the vertical lift hill into the overhanging drop. So Smiler is better, but it is known to be quite rough. But in the 2019 season, it was operating really smooth. So Smiler, I think, is better than Saw. But Saw the Ride is good, it's got good theming, but apparently they've lost the licensing to Saw now. So that might put Saw even more down below Smiler. But anyway, Saw is a Gerslauer Eurofighter with a top speed of 55 miles an hour. So it is faster than Smiler. And it's just very rough. Saw the Ride, good theming, good everything really, good layout, but it's very rough and I just prefer Smiler really. But what did you think of it? So on Instagram you voted the Smiler 37 votes, 77%, and Saw the Ride only 11 votes, so, and then 23%. So again, you can clearly see who the winner is, and it is Alton Towers. So next up are the two family coasters themed to horror. 13, located in the Dark Forest, Alton Towers, versus Walking Dead the Ride at Thorpe Park. So 13 is an Intamin family coaster, and it was the world's first free-falling drop, and I love the fact that it just goes through the forest and then into the crypt, where obviously the air cannons go off and then it does a free fall drop and then goes backwards as well underground in the dark, which is absolutely amazing. It's 20 metres high and 42 miles an hour, and yeah, 13 is just a really enjoyable ride. So the Walking Dead wasn't a original new layout for Thorpe Park, as it was a retheme for X, and it's inside, like 13's outside, Walking Dead's inside, and it is done by Vekoma, not Intamin. It's a family coaster but themed to horror, and it's also got actors, so I wouldn't class it for families really. It's 12 metres high, so it's not very high, and then only 27 miles per hour. On Instagram, I'm guessing you can already guess what the vote was, but here we go. 13 was a whopping 79%, 38 votes, versus The Walking Dead that had 21% and only 8 votes. So next up we have the Dark Ride, Haunted House Ghost Train style. Jewel, the Haunted House Strikes Back, versus Darren Brown's Ghost Train at Thorpe Park. So Jewel was manufactured by Mack Rides and is an interactive dark ride. It's themed to a haunted house, so like a traditional ghost train, it's themed to haunted and ghosts, and it's just really good. They've also had a new soundtrack, which I prefer to the old one, but even the old one was really good. The actual facade to it, that haunted house, is really, it's like really atmospheric when you go into Gloomy Wood. And personally, the main reason I love Jewel is because it never has a queue. So if you want to get your ride count up in the day, just go into Jewel a couple of times. But yeah, Jewel is just really good. I love the guns. I know a lot of people don't, but I love the interactiveness to it. But I can't wait for Gangster Granny really, and that'll be the new dark ride. But anyway, on to Darren Brown's Ghost Train. Now this one is a lot more intense obviously than Jewel, because it's VR and it's really creepy, and there's actors. Well, they're not actors, they're just the staff that like tap on your knees and stuff, but sometimes there are actors when you get off the train, or the underground tube anyway. Yeah, so it's it's not like a normal ghost train because it's themed to the London Underground and it's in the Victorian warehouse station. The soundtrack is really, really good, like you can hear it now. And the shop at the end, the fake shop, I absolutely love. That is a great add-on to the whole experience. And then just the theme shop at the end is really good. So personally, I think that Darren Brown's Ghost Train and Jewel are sort of 50-50 for me. I like both of them, but what did you think of it? So on Instagram, you voted for Darren Brown's Ghost Train, 21 votes, and Jewel, 25 votes. So like I just said, it is really difficult to choose between the two because they're very enjoyable rides, both of them. But I suppose Jewel won because once you've done Darren Brown's Ghost Train once or twice, you don't really want to do it again. But Jewel, you always go on it, try and beat your high score. So next up, I didn't really know what to compare to this one, but I've done it anyway. Wickerman and Alton Towers versus Colossus at Thorpe Park. So Colossus is manufactured by Inferno and has 10 loops. When it was originally built, it was the world's first 10 looping roller coaster. It's got good theming and a very good soundtrack. And I like the whole Lost City area to it. It goes at 45 miles an hour, so it's quite quick. And yeah, it's just really, really good. But it can be very, very rough sometimes. But Wickerman, obviously for me, it's going to win because Wickerman is my favourite UK coaster. It's a wooden coaster manufactured by GCI, Great Coasters International, and it goes at 43 miles an hour down them banking and everything. It's just really, really good. But the main bit, obviously, is Big Bob, which is the big Wickerman structure. That is absolutely amazing how Alton Towers did that with the screens, the real fire, the mist effects, and then also the whole experience with the pre-show, the theming in the station, the theming in the shop, and this amazing, amazing soundtrack which you can hear now. So what was the percentage that you voted for on Instagram? So Wickerman had 85% of the votes with 41, whereas Colossus only had 7 votes, which made 15%. So Wickerman obviously won out of the two. So now that we've compared the rides, let's compare the actual parks. Now before we hear my opinion, here's some other theme park enthusiasts to share theirs.
Hello, Theme Park Jake here, and basically, why do I prefer Alton Towers or Thorpe Park? I definitely prefer Alton Towers as it's been a park for me that I've grown up since a kid from a young age, and I've gone to that park many, many times. I've seen many coasters be built there, such as the Smiler and Wickerman, so I have a personal attachment to that park as I've grown and seen it change over the past few years.
So yeah, hello, I'm Theme Park World, and I'm just here to say if I think Thorpe Park or Alton Towers is better. So personally, I think Alton Towers is the generally better park, plainly because it's more themed than Thorpe Park. I think it's bigger altogether, more thrilling rides, I think, more coasters, and overall just a better experience in my opinion. So that is why I think Alton Towers is better than Thorpe Park.
Edo Coasters here. I would choose Alton Towers between Alton Towers and Thorpe Park, simply because I haven't been to Thorpe Park. But let's just say I have. I would still choose Alton Towers because there seems to be more rides at Alton Towers and better quality in my opinion. And yeah, I go to Alton Towers quite a lot. As I said before, I've never been to Thorpe Park. I'd still happily go and try it, but for me, I would choose Alton Towers.
Hello everyone, this is Theme Park here. I've been asked by the amazing Jensen from Coaster Gens to explain why I like Alton Towers better than Thorpe Park. Well, I think Alton Towers is a much better park. There's something so special about just walking down the entrance and seeing the towers just there. It's amazing. And Alton Towers is my favourite ride, which you may have known, which is Nemesis. They have such good rides as Smile Up 13. Amazing rides like that. I do like Thorpe there. Thorpe's got some amazing rides as well. But for me, it goes to Alton Towers.
Now, I personally have not been to Thorpe Park before. However, I can say from looking at it, the coasters there are based mainly on thrill. However, the theme, in my opinion, is a bit mixed. Have to give the points to Towers, but as I feel Overall, Towers just has this magical feeling. I don't think will ever be beaten. From what the coasters look like, they look good. Saw in particular looks like a great item, Swarm. But Alton, it has Smiler, which is the most inversions on any coaster. And it also has Nemesis, which is an absolute classic. I'm going to have to say Alton definitely would win if the two were having a battle, which they are today actually, so yeah.
I love Alton Towers more than Thorpe Park. Let's just go straight in here. But Thorpe Park has absolutely amazing coasters for thrill and for height. Because Alton Towers can't go above the trees. That's where Thorpe Park wins. And another reason Thorpe Park would win for me is because of the soundtrack, which you can hear now. I absolutely love the Thorpe Park soundtrack. It just brings back so many good memories. And it's got more water rides at Thorpe Park as well. That's why I do like Thorpe Park, is because it's an island and that has a really unique aspect to the theme park, but it also comes with its negatives. In Alton Towers, because it's so big, they could have like 10,000 people in there and it feels empty because of how big it is. But Thorpe Park, because it is so small on an island, it always feels so busy and so crowded. But I do really like Thorpe Park. So that's the end of the video. I hope you've liked it. This is a video just to compare them. Both of them are unique theme parks, and if you're going to pick one, I would just see what you like. Do you like the more family rides, or do you like the big thrill coasters and thrill rides? But that's the end of the video. If you did like it, make sure to subscribe. Once you subscribe, make sure you click that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. Follow us on our social media platforms and we'll see you in the next one. That's a wrap.